Hello once again, guys. I want to actually do a long video review about the Evil Dead video game trilogy that came out in the 2000s. When we talk about the absolutely most shittiest one, Evil Dead Hail to the King is an absolute piece of shit because the gameplay is just so incredibly bad. I mean, Ash was around so damn fucking slow, and that what pisses me off about that whole entire game. I used to own it for the whole Sega Dreamcast. Is that I had to resort to Game Shark cheats to even beat the game because the game was way too damn near fucking impossible because the same old generic Deadite pops up like every 5 fucking seconds or whatsoever. I fucking hated that in the game. The bosses are fucking impossible too because they're cheap asses. Because there's like what 13 bosses in the Evil Dead Hail to the King, and to me that was fucking ridiculously how just how hard the whole entire game was because it was just annoying because they didn't do a really good job with that game whatsoever. It was more of a big, huge frustration for myself because I wanted the game to actually be pretty decent, but it just wasn't there. And it's because the gameplay mechanics and the way Ash looked in that game was so just fucking shitty that it just wasn't even funny. And that the thing about that game, there are probably three things I probably like about it is actually, well, Bruce Campbell's voice acting, graphics could have been better. Actually, the music I like in the game actually because the music is really good, and probably the ending. That's the only three things I like about the whole entire game. Other than that, it's just more of an annoyance, and I don't like that in some movie to license video games because when you have that, then I don't want to even come even eventually near the game, and I don't even want to play it ever again or even just mention it ever again because when a game like Evil Dead Hail to the King is so unplayable and so unbeatable without fucking Game Shark cheats, then the game is a piece of shit. I don't like how Heavy Iron Studios with THQ made this game, and they made it so bad. It was horrible because lots of things I don't like about it is mainly because you mainly own useful weapon in the whole entire game is your chainsaw. Your shotgun is fucking useless. Your pistol fucking sucks, and your rifle doesn't even damage the deadites as well. It takes a lot longer to kill the deadites with the rifles on the shotgun as well, which is stupid. I mean, it doesn't make any bit of sense whatsoever because, like, I can't believe they screwed this whole entire game up. Just fucked it up, put it out on the shelf, and when it first came out, I can't believe that was like fucking $50 for the Sony PS1, which I played it on that one. And I said I used to own it on the Sega Dreamcast, and I really just got rid of it because it just pissed me off, and I had enough of playing the game because the puzzle solving in that game is fucking just crap, and everything else about the whole entire game because it's just so annoying that each obstacle that you do in the whole entire game is just fucking damn near impossible because what I also hate about the game, there's a certain place where you can't reach one of the Necronomicon pages, and you got to go to this one boss. You got to beat the Wolverine guy, Wolverine troop, and get the key for your car. Then use that key to move your car and make sure it hits the tree, and get the battery, and then get the Necronomicon page. And to me, I'm like, by the trailer when I saw it, I thought it was actually going to be a really cool, pretty fun Evil Dead video game. And I got home and I played it after I rented it from the video store. Flat out hated it. Flat out was disappointed with it. And I don't really think that Hail the King is nowhere nearly better than Fistful Boomstick. Because with the way they made Hail to the King was just so much potential and it just wasn't there. Especially how they kept advertising it, saying that it was you know, making it look like it was going to be a pretty cool game, and then all of a sudden it's just disappointment for myself because I hated the controls for both the Sega Dreamcast and the PS1 because pretty fucking lame ass, shitty ass controls that just make this game so unplayable and just there's no fun factor for Evil Dead Hail to the King. I fucking hate the game. It's absolutely the worst one in the series of Evil Dead video games, and there's just no damn fucking excuse for it. So, but 3 years later, they made my absolute favorite one on the PS2 and Xbox. Right here is Evil Dead: A Fistful Boomstick. Very highly underrated. A lot of people uh, don't like this game, and I think it's absolute fucking bullshit because this game is not that bad as these half-assed, dumbass, fucking retarded reviewers say that it is. I mean, I completed the whole entire game using no cheats whatsoever, like 300 times. And to me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just start cheating and get through the game because once you beat it 300 times without cheats, it's really cool to use cheats for the game because it makes it that much more fun and that much more playable, in my opinion. And a lot of things, what I like about Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick so much, they really fixed the controls. The combat in the game is a lot better, and probably I'd say perfect for an Evil Dead video game because one is your chainsaw, other one is your shotgun, your pistol, your shovel, your launcher. You know, you can use any of your left-handed weapons on the Deadites, which I think is awesome because of what they actually really did with this game. I think they took a lot of time with it and made it the best one out of the Evil Dead video game series because the game is so much fun, so much fun factor. It really added to this game, and I really just enjoyed it for what it is, and still to this day, I think it's just a blast to play. And there's only like 3 bosses you gotta go through, but they're not really that tough. They're actually really easy, especially Nathaniel Payne is. You know, it's hard for me to say what's the easiest bosses in the whole entire game, because I think all 3 of them are basically pretty much the same in my opinion, because they're all just really easy. Once you figure out their patterns and you get them down, you could beat the bosses flat out in no time. So, and I don't hate the music in Evil Dead Hail to the King. I think the music's really good. But I think the music in Fistful Boomstick was actually a lot better. And I forgot to say in Hail to the King that I say I like Bruce Campbell's voice acting. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I'll mention it again. I do like his voice acting in that game. But in this game right here, I think it's a lot better. Why did I say this game's so underrated? Too many fanboys of Evil Dead Regeneration say that the game is better because of the graphics are better and that you don't have to pick up ammo for your weapons and stuff. That's nice and all, but still, it doesn't make it better than the last previous Evil Dead game. I'm sorry, I can't agree with that. And secondly, like, how is Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick a fucking terrible game? That's just, I think it's so generically fucking retarded because it there's hardly any glitches in Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick whatsoever. There's no freezing issues. Um, your enemies are not like as cheap as they are in the next installment. And what I like about Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick so much, the puzzle solving is actually a lot better and a lot more easier to get through than what it was in Hail to the King, which was just a fucking pain in the ass to get through. And the whole entire Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick, the video game, in my uh, honest opinion and views, is that it's so underrated and so unappreciated that it's bullshit that this game gets half-assed, fucking retarded ass biased reviews. That it just it pisses me off because this game is not as bad as these dumbasses say that it is. And secondly, if the game is so damn fucking bad and terrible as you fucking dumbass biased reviewers say that it is, how come I can actually complete the game and I know what I'm fucking doing pretty much? Because I had a damn fucking walkthrough from the Tips and Tricks magazine from 2003. And I don't remember what issue that was because I was fucking 10 years ago. But the thing is that this game is not that bad at all. It didn't disappoint me. Actually, when I this is probably my most addicting game on the Sony PlayStation 2. This is the one I probably play the most and the one I really enjoy the most, and I've beaten it like I think close to 1,500 times or more, and I just keep going back to it, and I just keep playing it like over and over and over and over again because that was the first game I bought for the Sony PlayStation 2 at Walmart when the PS2s went on sale for like $179, and I'm really glad I did purchase the game because it was well worth 19 bucks. I'm sorry, $20, and I got home and I played it, and I had much more of a fun time with Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick than I had with Hail to the King because this game is so much fun and just so much stuff to do that the game never gets old, and I still enjoy it for how old it is, 10 years old to this day, and I don't have any problems with it except for it's a very short game. It only takes you about 2 hours and 47 minutes, which is kind of just, it's disappointing to me because once you're done with the story mode in Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick, that's it, and he's talking some type of Japanese, Chinese, whatever it is. But the ending I actually like better than I like the ending in Regeneration because it makes much more sense, and I think it ended better than what it did with Regeneration. And arcade mode in the game, I play it, but I don't find it enjoyable as much as the story is in the whole entire game. I think the story in Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick is the best one they have ever made, especially how you're in the beginning at the bar talking to this bartender and your girlfriend Jenny's been dead for 10 years, and well, Ash is watching Eldridge and Trisha on TV, and they find this tape that Professor Raymond Nomi left out in the woods, and they play it, and all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, and deadites are starting to come to Dearborn, and they possess the bartender. And what I love about that whole entire scene, Ash is so badass, takes a shotgun out, and says, "Make mine a double." Boom! I mean, that was awesome. And there's just a whole bunch. Oh, sorry, yeah, a whole bunch. I meant to say a whole bunch of a variety of big amounts of weapons that you can choose from. And also, there's a spell book that you can use to also kill your enemies as well, which I think is absolutely awesome because that's actually a smart way to make the game different, and they actually did. And there's a making of the game with Bruce Campbell talking about it and the other people that made this game as fun and as awesome as it is. And to this day, really enjoyed Evil Dead Fistful BoomStick a whole lot. And it's much more better than Regeneration. It's much more enjoyable. There's no annoyance to it, and there's no glitches in the game whatsoever, hardly that I recognize in the whole entire game. I'm gonna have to give Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick a perfect 10 out of 10. Whole entire game just kicks ass, awesome, and I really enjoy it, especially what they actually did with the whole entire game. And I'm glad they threw everything out the window that was wrong with Hail to the King, fixed it, and made it much more better, which was actually about time that they actually did do a really awesome Evil Dead game. And I'm glad that I got this for $21 and I think 1 cent or whatever it was, because to me it was well worth $20, and it was still an awesome, great, kick-ass hack and slash game that I like a lot. So my favorite Evil Dead game of all time is Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick. Just lots and lots and lots of fun. So yeah. Next, I'm going to talk about Evil Dead Regeneration. Great game, not awesome, great. I'm definitely not going to say it's better than Boomstick because number one, I think the game is overrated, as these critics say that Boomstick wasn't really that good, but they say this game is much better, which I think is absolute bullshit. Because what there things what I like about Regeneration, I'll tell you. Well, you don't have to pick up ammo for any type of your weapons. You got a new sidekick named Sam, and the humor works in the game. It's funny, but it's not as funny as it was in Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick, which I like the humor a lot better in the game. Problems with Regeneration I have: there's too many glitches in the game, too much freezing issues. What else? What else can I really say? The jokes can get repetitive after a while, and overall, I really hate the enemies in this game because they are so cheap that it just kind of makes me aggravated after a while when I'm doing so good that half of my health gets taken down, which I fucking hate because in Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick, when you get your health bar to like this big and one of your enemies hit you or something or whatever, it's easy to avoid that, and you maybe get hit once or twice, but it's not like as annoying as it is in Regeneration, which I fucking hate because I hate the enemies in that entire game because it makes the game really much harder than what it was in Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick, which to me I think they should have taken more time with the third Evil Dead game and made it actually much better and much more fun. And they didn't do that, which I don't understand, because why did you wait 2 years to make the third one? Why couldn't you guys make it in 2006 or 2007 at least? Would have made more sense, because I don't like in a game like this where there's glitches in it that just baffle me. Because like one time I was playing a shipyard level at the at those three doors. You have to open. I opened the third door. One of the big green monster deadites jump on me. I shot him with Ash. Press an X button. Ash disappears, and that was it. And I had to fucking restart the level, which really pissed me off, because I was like, what the fuck is this? I mean, that's bullshit, because in Evil Dead Fistful of BoomStick, it never did that to me. It never gave me these type of problems that Evil Dead Regeneration does. And other things too. People want to say that the bosses are actually easier than what they are in Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick. I think the easiest boss in the whole entire game is the one with the electricity that you gotta keep shooting and avoid his obstacles of electricity. You keep shooting him or using your chainsaw, and then when you're finally done beating him, you think he's dead. He comes back alive. Ash takes the chainsaw, cuts the boss's head off, and it's finally dead. So yeah, that boss to me is the easiest one in the whole entire Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick game. I hate the mine boss, because that boss is cheap as well, because he's, you know, dropping these rocks on you or whatever, and it's fucking annoying, because you can avoid that, but a lot of times you're gonna get hit by rocks and stuff. And to me, I don't find that enjoyable as much as I find the last Evil Dead game, which I really liked a lot. What else can I say? The frog boss, it's not too bad. He's not that hard to beat, but he's still cheap. You know, like he's a cheap ass. But the last boss in this whole entire game, I fucking hate. Reinhardt, because he is fucking cheap. Because he will uh, teleport, throw this blood on the ground at you, and knock you down, and all this type of shit. And it took me lots and lots and lots and lots of tries to actually beat him without cheats, and I was really getting pissed off. I was gonna throw my controller down, but I wanted to beat him, and I had to get a walkthrough to figure out how to beat the guy. So, and I thought the game was gonna actually end and never have another title in the chapter series of Evil Dead video games, but that is what pissed me off too, because when it ends and Ash kills Reinhardt and rescues Sally, and she becomes possessed and kills her with a chainsaw, Ash and Sam go back through the portal, and the Necronomicon goes back as well through the portal. So I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. That ending didn't make no sense to me whatsoever, and it was just a half-assed ending that really shouldn't have ended like that. It should have ended where Ash and Sam are done killing the Deadites, and the Necronomicon stays where it's at, and it never goes back again, and the game totally ends. It says, congratulations, you have beaten Evil Dead Regeneration. You completed the whole entire game. Ash and Sam are officially retired from killing Deadites, and game over. That's what I think the game should have ended like that right there, because it would have made more sense to me, and I wouldn't feel like I was left on a cliffhanger. So, yeah, you get weapons in Evil Dead Regeneration, but not as much as you get Boomstick. You get in Regeneration, you get a shotgun, chainsaw, um, harpoon gun, the launcher, flamethrower, and the other chainsaw in the game. But that's basically it. And you can be, badass. But the thing about Evil Dead Regeneration that, to me, is not as exciting as Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick is that Cranky Pants Games, I don't hate the guys. I just wish that they should have fixed the glitches and the problems with the game, and the game would have been a lot better, but they didn't do that. So I'm gonna give Evil Dead Regeneration an 8.5 out of 10. Not perfect, it's great, but it's just not better than the last Evil Dead game, which I enjoy the most. So I want to say right now to the fanboys of the Evil Dead Regeneration that think that that game is better than Boomstick. Number one, just because of the fucking graphics being better and that you don't have to pick up ammo for your weapons doesn't mean the game is better than the last game. Doesn't mean jack fucking shit. The thing is, though, that this Evil Dead game right here is much more better than Evil Dead Regeneration. Because I had a lot more fun with it, and I have a blast playing it still. So, yeah. And to the biased reviewers that hate Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick, go fuck yourselves. Because you guys ain't nothing more than biased, fucking hypocritical, piece of shit, half-assed reviewers that just want to make fucking false ass bullshit excuses for saying Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick sucks without even knowing what the fucking heck you're talking about, and just keep running your mouths, bitching and complaining about the game, making this game looking like more terrible than what it really is, and it's not a terrible game. It's awesome game. I'm sorry, and it just pisses me off that I find jackass reviewers that hate on Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick, but they'll fucking praise Evil Dead Regeneration. Bullshit. I mean, why do half-ass reviewers hate on a game like this that I enjoy and I don't find no problems with the game whatsoever? Is it because they're just fucking stupid and retarded and don't have a ounce of brains or intelligence in their head to say that this game, Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick, sucks for no apparent reason whatsoever? Because the way I see it, Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick fucking rocks. Regeneration is nowhere near Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick's level. Because Boomstick is much more enjoyable, much more fun to play, and the jokes never get old in the whole entire game. So anyways, fuck you biased jackass fucking reviewers that say Evil Dead Regeneration's, I'm sorry, no, not that. Fuck you biased reviewers that say Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick sucks and Regeneration is better. Shove your fucking half-ass biased reviews up your ass and literally shut the fuck up. Because Evil Dead Fistful BoomStick kicks fucking ass. Regeneration, no. So, anyways, that was my whole entire review about the 3 Evil Dead games that came out in the 2000s. And me just ranting on the fucking asshole biased jackass reviewers that say Evil Dead Fistful Boomstick sucks without going into any explanations or details to why it sucks. Later, guys.